So if you want to have a business that makes $1 million a year profit, there are 4 things that every business has. It has to have it. You cannot do it without it. I guarantee it. The first thing is it's built around a problem where there is demand, dollar demand. People are used to paying money for the solution. This seems obvious. After I had sold my business, I thought I would help lawyers become entrepreneurs because it seemed like that would be a nice thing to do. They have a big problem, but they don't spend any money. Lawyers are a horrible demographic to try to build a business around. And so they weren't used to spending money for their problem. And so I was running a charity, not a business, and it didn't work. The second thing is you have to have enthusiasm for the problem, not just enthusiasm for the opportunity. Because anytime you want to start a business, you have this moment where you're like, this is going to be awesome, let's do it. And then right when you get started, you go into what's formerly called hell. And if you do not have enthusiasm, if you do not have an emotional connection to continue to go on, the desire to make a bunch of money is not a strong enough emotional connection to go through the hell of what is required to have a successful business. And so you have to have enthusiasm to solve the problem. You have to be excited about the idea that you're going to stick with this. You cannot do it if you just have enthusiasm for the opportunity, enthusiasm for how sexy your G-Wagon is going to be one day whenever you make it, enthusiasm for how your parents are finally going to love you if you have a successful business. None of those things are strong enough to get you through the gap that is hell after you get started. So you have to have enthusiasm for the problem. The third thing that you have to have is you have to have allies. There's no one that can do it alone. You cannot lone wolf your way to it. These allies don't have to be your business partners, but they have to be people that have complementary skill sets to you. I guarantee you that no matter how competent and no matter how good you are at whatever you do not have all of the skills required in order to run your business. If you're an artistic guy that likes to do the Instagram posts, you're likely not going to be the CFO that's running the P&Ls. And so no one does it alone, no matter how bad you want to. Trust me, no one is a more lone wolf mentality than me. You have to have allies in the process. A couple of ways that it works. Usually there's a creative and an executor, or there is a domain expert and a salesperson, or there is someone who has the audience and then someone who could actually implement the solutions. So you have to have allies in the process. These are some partnerships that tend to work out, although they don't have to be partners. The last thing that you have to have is you have to have leverage, or it's just a job. Leverage comes in 3 ways. You basically have to divorce your time and your money from each other. So you have to have a product that is valuable, repeatable, and learnable by someone who's not you. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in the business forever. So those are the 4 things: deal, DEAL, demand, enthusiasm, allies, leverage. That's it. Peace.